And after getting himself a spear, Mr. Liu used the rest of the money to travel to the imperial city to finally murder the emperor for real. Yeah, so next time when you hear people say they're going to blow this person up, kill that person, or people would say, I'm going to kill myself, stuff like that, don't just shrug it off as talk, because sometimes people's mental state is a lot worse than we give them credit for, as was the case in this situation. So, since this was actually something that people knew about and failed to report, his family and friends had to be punished. Now, there again, most other emperors throughout Chinese history would have your entire family put to death when something like this happened. I mean, after all, Mr. Liu did show up at the palace gate, armed and dangerous, with a clear intention that he wanted to kill the emperor, and he had been talking about this for many years, and people knew about it, and no one reported it. But again, Jia Qin Emperor was actually quite merciful. So, rather than putting everybody to death, uh, his father and mother were exiled to work uh, at the mines. His wife and his two children were indentured to become household slaves for some of the noblemen, and about 30 of his friends and relatives, including the poor guy he sold the donkey to, were each caned and lashed as punishment. After this third assassination attempt, our Jiaqing emperor got to relax a little bit because the next one, oh yeah, there was the next one. The next one didn't happen until a few years later in 1813 during the 8th Trigram rebellion when 200 rebels stormed the imperial city, got past the gate, actually ended up in the inner city, and was hunting for the emperor, wanting to kill him. If you guys wanted to read more about the eight trigram, Bagua, basically the eight diagram, eight trigram rebellion. You can search a little bit. There's a lot of interesting history behind that, but basically the short version: people were starving. Okay, the economy sucked. A lot of people, even people who lived near the imperial city, couldn't afford food. So people rioted, and some of them decided that the best way to go about it was to kill the emperor. So, like I said, about 200 of them stormed the imperial city. They raped, pillaged, and murdered about 100 people uh, during the event. When they finally got into the inner city and they were hunting for the emperor wasn't there. Fortunate for him, Jiaqin Emperor had just left on a hunting trip a couple of days ago, so he wasn't there. But the person who was there was his son, uh, Prince Minin, the royal prince Minin, who later became the emperor, the next emperor, Dao Guang. Now, if you don't know your modern or contemporary Chinese imperial history, Dao Guang was not like Jia Qin. Okay, Dao Guang Emperor was a warrior. He was known to be the horseback emperor. He led his troop from the front. He wasn't a laid back guy like Jia Qin. Right? At this time, when these rebels stormed the palace, he was still just a royal prince. He wasn't Dao Guang Emperor yet. He was Prince Minin. Upon hearing the rebels coming toward his private quarters, Prince Minin, who was studying, reading his book at the time, quickly grabbed the musket that he used for hunting from behind the door. And the moment the rebels came through the door, he let them have it right in the face. He was able to kill two of the rebels that tried to storm the private quarters, and the sound of the gunshot alerted the nearby Imperial guards, and they showed up, and gradually 30 rebels were killed, and over 40 of them were hunted down and arrested. To commemorate this horrific day when the rebels stormed the imperial city, Jia Emperor ordered that there was an arrow that was shot into the plaque above the imperial gate. He ordered for that arrow to remain there as a warning and just like a reminder that when people are unhappy, this can happen. If you go to China today and visit the relic, the imperial city uh, historical site, you will still see that arrow embedded in the plaque above the royal gate. Luckily, that was the last time anyone tried to murder our Jiaqin emperor. But I think four was more than enough for anybody. It must be really, really traumatizing. As I mentioned in the beginning of the video, this was an emperor who was not a tyrant, not a warrior, didn't really do anything to anyone, but people just seemed to want to kill him for some odd reason. uh, Four assassination attempts. In the entire Chinese history, over 200 emperors, uh, he ranked up there as number two most assassinated emperor, just less than Qin Shi Huang, the tyrant who built the Great Wall. Uh, but yeah, that is the story of our poor Jiaqin emperor. Thank you for checking out today's video. Hopefully, you guys like and subscribe and share. And if you want more content by me, you can check out my blog over at johnnytigerexperience.blogspot.com. For now, 谢谢 and 再见。